Hello, Mank. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine.
Uh, so, are you prepared for the interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is TypeScript? Tell me
TypeScript
the
is a superset
definition.
of JavaScript.
What do you
It
mean
is
by
used
superset?
to superset means JavaScript plus some additional functionality. Like here we can set data types and
Hmm.
errors, and we can find errors during compile times.
Okay. So, uh, did your TypeScript gets compiled into JavaScript?
Uh,
I mean,
mm,
when you write your code inside a TypeScript file, did it get compiled down to a JavaScript file? You must be doing
uh,
like if you are working on a
yes,
simple.
when first it compile, then when we run, then it run into JavaScript file.
So, did you mean to say like your TypeScript code isn't included in your JavaScript file, right?
Yes,
Suppose we have created an interface in our TypeScript file, and you simply compile it using tsc command. Okay.
yes.
Does your compiled JavaScript file contain those references of type interface or not?
Uh, it contains only the variable in which interfaces are contained,
Okay.
not references.
So you are saying interfaces, enums, or all those kind of things which specifically we like create for the TypeScript. Those parts
Yes,
does not get compiled down to your JavaScript file, right?
yes,
Like
yes,
your
sir.
final JavaScript bundle will not contain those things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is type inference?
Type inference, it automatically detect the data types
Hmm.
where don't we don't assign the data types.
Okay. How many types of type inference are there?
um, it is uh, primitive and reference.
No, no. It's like you are saying about variable types. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Primitive or number string booleans, and reference type variables are like object and arrays, those things. I'm asking about the like type inference. Have you heard about like implicit or implicit typing, explicit typing?
Implicit typing and explicit
What does it
typing,
mean?
uh, in which in one we have to assign data types,
Okay.
and others can detect data type automatically.
Okay. So uh, like in which one you have to assign, in implicit typing or explicit typing?
In explicit typing.
In explicit typing I have to like assign
Yes, sir.
typings to your variable
Yes.
or variable. Okay. Okay. uh, have you read about like union and intersection types?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now share me your screen. uh, Share your VS code. Open it in full screen and write two variables, one with union type and another with intersection type. I just want to see the example of both.
Okay. My screen is showing to you.
Yeah, yeah, it is visible to me. Okay. Open it in full screen so that other parts are not visible. Okay, now create a new file test.ts. Create two variables, one with union type and another with intersection type.
This is union type where we can use two data type. Either we use string or we use number.
Okay, and how do you declare like intersection type? Let's assign a value to it. Don't delete it. Uh, Let it be, and assign it a value, and try to like assign it another value on further lines. Yeah, you have assigned it a string.
String.
So you
And
mean to
we
say
can
you can again assign a number to your user variable. You cannot declare same variable again. Yeah, okay, you have made it bigger one. No, it is correct. I got your point. Uh,
yes,
I mean to say you have declared a variable user, okay,
yes,
and you have provided it type either to be string or to be number, and you have assigned a number, it a value as a
yes.
number, okay. What I mean to say, can you overwrite your values like suppose you have on line number first you have said user equal
I
to Mayank.
can I can update this value by like user is equal to Mayank, like this.
You can update this value. I got it is of same type. Can you make it a
Yes.
number instead, like
Uh,
with type inference? Sorry, with union typing. Okay, so it is taking both. uh,
it is taking what?
Now declare a variable with intersection types.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Here we can use both number.
Okay, what's the difference between line number 4 and line number 1? You are trying to do same thing with union and intersection types.
In union types, either we declare string
Mm-hmm.
or number, but in intersection type, we can declare both string and numbers.
Okay, how will make a variable that is string as well as number both?
Okay. Suppose we have to define a interface called person, where name is equal to person. Here we take a variable called let worker,
Okay.
in which we can assign person. Sorry, person. Hmm. Why it is not taking worker?
Just hover over it. It will show you the error. You have to hover over it. Cannot redeclare. Yeah, you have compiled on all the GS files, so it is reading at a single. Your Typescript compiler will contain a name it something else. Error could be also for the like you are not using your variable kind of workers. Yeah, okay.
Here we can assign in workers, persons, and employee.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, assign it.
Here we can assign name Mayank, and
Do you create an object like that? Okay.
why, why is taking either?
You are trying to add key value pair inside an array. How does it work? Okay.
Notice.
Okay, so you are like kind of use both interfaces and combine them as a single by
Yes.
using this union type. Which one is, by the way, which one is union and which one is intersection?
Um, and, Union means we use or, and intersection means we use and. Means second one is intersection, because here we use person and employee both, and first one is union, either string or number.
Okay, so first one is union and last one is the intersection, right?
Intersection.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
now I'm able to see a file named decorators in your VS Code. So what is decorators?
Decorators is used to modify the code. Here we can use at the rate
Mm-hmm.
to modify or to highlight that function which we use to modify.
Okay, suppose there is a problem, like you have created an object on line number 10 workers. Okay, it contains two properties, name and employee ID.
Mm.
I want to declare an array and which will contain values, and those values will be only the keys available inside your workers object. Okay, suppose for example I'm creating a variable named my array. Okay, it should only
Mm.
take name and employee id as a value inside that array, nothing else, nothing extra. How do you make it work with TypeScript? How you can control that?
Okay. You are saying we are declaring an array
Yeah,
which contain.
which contains the keys you have added in your workers object. Basically,
Okay.
it should not contain any
Then
extra properties. Like,
then we can assign by an another variable like let user
mhm.
and my array.
Take something else as a variable, and you have already, sorry, you have already declared user at the top. And here you can, although you can declare variables with capital letter or small letter, but best practice is to like start it with small letters in most of the cases, not all the cases, but in most of the cases. Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying, you have to like type script it in some way that it only contains the keys available in your workers object.
Okay.
Don't delete it all,
Suppose
just put it. You can control Z and keep writing, because that way you will get a reference to those interfaces and arrays as well. Yeah.
okay. Uh, uh, that object name is let we create my role, and that object name is role, which
Just
we
show me
prefer.
how you will do it.
Okay, we can user role that is equal to role dot what we assign. What is the assigned value?
You haven't declared any role type in them, and it must be coming from some of your other files.
Okay, now I can declare. Suppose
Okay, leave.
enum.
I guess you need a bit of advanced knowledge for the TypeScript, because you have to use like key off, key in kind of things here.
Okay.
Okay. So what is type assertion?
Type.
Assertion.
Sorry, I am not aware of it.
Okay, no issues. So decorators, you have to like prepare it bit more. And type assertions, simply like saying, writing something and then saying as string, as number, as boolean. Many of the times while working on the projects, we do need type assertions, either for the type control or restrict or values. Okay. Do you know utility types?
Utility types. I think it is for export and import.
Hmm.
To export module and import module.
No, not for that purpose. Uh, have you learned about like omit, partial, read only?
No, no.
Okay, no issues. Man, let's wrap up this call. And it was nice talking to you. And you can prepare a bit more about like advanced TypeScript, because I'm able to see you are able to like work with those interfaces, enums, and normal variables. But to like get project ready and to work on the projects, you need to like read more about like type assertions and intersection typing, union typing, and how you create generic functions. Do you have you learned about generic functions? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I can create generic functions.
show me a small example just before ending this call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suppose we have a function called first element.
For now, let's take it as an argument. ARG just simply. Yeah, no issue. Number you can take.
Okay.
Okay.
Its return type is also we can return any data type.
Okay. Is it compulsory that functions return type should be always T?
Mm, if we don't want to return, then we can use void.
Yeah, you can use void in case you don't want to return something out of your function. By default, it any function in JavaScript, by default it returns undefined. Okay. What I'm saying here, you are creating a generic function, generic with generic typing, and your dynamic typing will come as a variable inside your T variable. Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm asking, you are returning as a T.
T.
Is it
Yes.
compulsory to like add a T? What if I'm saying like my return type should be always a string, but I can take inputs as a number, string, or anything.
I think here we assign a generic sign with T.
Okay.
Then here also we have to write T.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue for now. We'll explain what I'm asking to you. You have declared variables using number and string. Don't you think these are reserved keywords you cannot use to declare?
Uh, uh, we can declare, but it's
Write it number one instead of saying number. Okay, it's a reserved
yes,
keyword for us in TypeScript. You
it's
should not
not
do
a
it.
right practice to declare a number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you have called your first element function and you passed it as a number one instead. Yeah.
Number one. We
Okay.
have to access index of array one,
Mm-hmm.
and in case of number and also in case of string.
Okay.
Or okay.
Okay, correct. Now, what I was asking earlier, I was saying you have created a generic function with first element and its return type is like T. It means whatever argument you are passing, the return type is going to be of the same type. Okay.
Type.
So, what if I say your return type should be always an string, not something like your return type shouldn't be declared by the argument passed to your function, but I always want your
Okay.
function to return, even someone passing us a number, we want to return them as a string instead.
Okay.
If someone passing an
Then
object.
then we can use instead of T we can use string for
Okay,
return type.
so we can do
Here
it,
we
right?
right. Here we
Okay,
can
okay,
use string.
okay. Yeah, got your point. You can simply write a logic to like convert
Okay.
different
Here
kind of
here
variables.
it show error because we are using array one
Hmm. It is
where
showing error
our
because it's not necessary that while you are calling your function with dynamic typing, it could be anything
yes,
like an array, number.
uh,
No
yeah, it
issues.
can be any.
You can write a logic for the same, where you are not simply returning value, but you are returning it after modifications. Suppose someone passes an array, then
Yes,
in
yes,
that case you can return like json.stringify, and inside that json.stringify you put your array instead.
yes, sir.
You have to write multiple logics for that. No issues,
Yes.
Mayank. uh, it was a good call. Okay, let's wrap
Thank you,
it
sir.
now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, bye.
Okay, sir.